This is a serious matter between Ned Nwoke and Regina Daniels. My wonderful and amazing people, Ned Nwoke has cried out. Hey, you can't believe what Ned Nwoke said about Regina Daniels. This intake of Regina Daniel is really getting out of hand. But someone will ask this question: how can a young girl of Regina Daniel's age be taking this kind of thing that you will hear in this video? She take different types of it. The one she smoke, the one she drink, the one she, oh my God, this is too much. This is not good for her health, even at this age. What we push Regina Daniels to be taking all these things? What do you think that can put Regina Daniels into this? That is to tell you that she doesn't have peace of mind and her sanity. If there is peace in her life, in that marriage, will she be taking all this? And I even heard that before she agreed to knock Ned Nwoke, she must take that so that she can flow. Does it mean that maybe when she look at Ned Nwoke with normal eye, she is not enticed or what? According to the gist, this information has been flying since yesterday that Regina Daniel had to take some substance before she will be able to give herself freely to Ned Nwoke in knocking level. My people, I want you people to listen to this video. You hear it from the horse's mouth. The person that Ned Nwoke reached out to, Dr. Kemi. Ned Nwoke speaks and even show her the video of the Ferrari, the red Ferrari that Regina Daniel smashed. Windows in the house, slapping two nannies and the driver. Ned even confessed that he was not on ground when that thing, the incident that we saw on the online, the video, when they make that video. My people, honestly, after listening to this video, I was weak because I never believed that Regina could go to that length, that extent to be taking this kind of stuff steady and steady that her body even react to it. This is very dangerous to her health. Her mother should run and take care of Regina now. The best place Regina should go should be taken to is rehab and not by beating. My people, I want you people to listen to Dr. Kemi. But before I allow you to watch this video, please, I would love to welcome you all back to our channel. I greet you all and I welcome you all back to our channel, sjemere. Please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, sjemere, I beg on you. Please, my lovely fans, click on subscription button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, sjemere, like and share our videos, and also on your notification button so that you will be notified when next we drop a new update. And for those of you, my wonderful and amazing followers and subscribers, my returning subscribers, God bless you all. I pray this year 2025 your own will never spoil in Jesus' name. Amen. So, my wonderful and amazing people, I want you all to listen to Dr. Kemi, her communication with Ned Nwoke, and drop your constructive opinion on the comment section. Like and share this video. Make sure you watch to the end. See you in my next update. Thanks for watching. Or you're listening to Dr. Kemi.
I really have some piece of bad news that I want to share with you. For me personally, it's bad news, and I'm very sad tonight. I'm extremely sad. My son messaged me this morning from New York, and he said to me that he heard that Regina and Ned's marriage was over, and that the brother tried to rescue Regina from the house, and thugs were asked to beat them up, and a whole lot of ruckus. And I said, where did you hear this from? KJ said he saw it on the brother's Instagram story. Now, most of you don't know Regina Daniels' brothers' names or even know them like you know Regina, okay? But we got to meet the whole family in Abuja in 2021. We made friends with everybody. We followed everybody on Instagram. I met the extended family, all Ned's wife, all the children. And like I said, we spent time with them. We're family friends. There's nothing I want to ask Ned that he won't tell me. So being a PR specialist now and retired as as a journalist and pharmacist, I decided to message Ned immediately on WhatsApp. And I said, Ned, we just saw this. What's going on? Please talk to me. Ned started chatting me, and then eventually he picked up the phone and called me. I spoke to Prince Ned Nwoke for 30 minutes on the phone. And on this phone call, it kind of was like an interview, okay? Because in journalism mode, I was literally interviewing him while he was talking to me. But before I can put out any stories, at the end of our conversation, I said, Ned, I want to report everything you just told me. Some of the stuff he told me was just shocking. I've been trying to reach Regina all day. I can't reach on any of her numbers. And I can understand how she's feeling right now. But you have to hear both sides of the stories, right? But sometimes when you're investigating something, investigative journalism requires just going into the story, defending media freedom, and finding out the truth. You don't have to interview anyone at all. But this is not an interview. I'm not working here. Okay, this hurts me because this comes very close to me in very serious, many things. I decided to do a video and put it out so everybody can share the video and see what's going on. And let me make this clear to everybody. I have not seen Ned in almost 3 years since I left Nigeria, and he did not send me any money or pay me for anything. I simply wanted to let you know what's going on, all right? Every story has different narratives, okay? Some people see black, some people see white, some people see the gray in between. But because they're my family friends, I want to talk to Regina. What I'm about to tell you is very unfortunate. It's very sad, and it hurts me to the core. Regina, I hope you're watching my video. I want to help you. What happened? What is this thing that you're beating, Regina? That you're a domestic abuser? Ned said, first of all, I was not in the house to write yesterday. I traveled. And I came back to see the baby. I think it was Moon, he said, was sick with a temperature. And that the narrative they put out on all the blogs that he beat her up yesterday, that's not true. Okay? I now wanted to ask Ned, have you ever beat Regina? Okay? There's a line you draw when you're asking certain questions because that could be their private life. Regina too could have hit Ned. Ned is about my age group, okay? I respect him very much. Prince Ned Nwoke is about 64, I believe, and I'm 61 now. Now, this is what I heard. Do you guys remember 2 years ago when I did a video about Regina vaping? A vape is something that looks like a plastic thing like this. It's like e-cigarettes. Instead of smoking cigarettes, you vape. Regina was blowing out the smoke out of the vape in the club with her friends, and she posts all these things online. I was concerned, and I spoke to the NDLEA about this, because the week she was vaping, we were doing shows and stories about vaping and cigarettes. And I felt that Regina, being a very big influencer and figure, okay, might influence young people. Because when President Biden was about to leave, and even President Obama, that was the main topic with the Surgeon General of the United States. Vaping is harmful. You can type it in, VAPING. And then when one company brought vapes to Nigeria in different flavors, strawberry, pineapple, and all that, and they were using Big Brother Nigeria stores to promote vaping, I countered them, and they stopped advertising. These things will kill you, they'll harm you. I put that video out, and I was so concerned about Regina 2 years ago. 2 years later, Ned told me Regina has a huge substance abuse problem. In other words, she's been using drugs. For the past 8 months, he listed the drugs that she's getting treated for at a rehabilitation center, and that she is coming in and out of rehab. In other words, relapsing. It works this time, it doesn't work again. Some of these drugs are so powerful, they take over you. I went through this with Whitney. Everyone knows that Whitney Houston was my friend. Everyone saw what I went through with Whitney. Maybe some of you in Nigeria don't. You see all the pictures of me and Whitney. I was helping. I was trying my best with Whitney. I was the blogger for the reality show, okay, being Bobby Brown. And all I saw here is, oh my God, not Whitney again. Regina was coming in and out of rehab. She'll get treated and she'll get addicted again. Ned wrote me for a little bit on the chat, and then he picked up the phone because sometimes it's too hard to type a lot. And what he told me was that she was being treated for a whole host of drugs. Okay, even though he mentioned the drugs to me, and I did ask him, can I say this on my story? He okayed it, but I don't want to say it because I'm also a pharmacist, remember? Yeah, I'm a retired pharmacist of 37 years. Confidentiality clauses, okay? Nobody needs to know what the drugs are, okay? I can tell you one starts with a C, okay? So then you can float your heads all around the C drugs. Regina smokes weed, and she takes some very hard opiates. I'm not going to mention them. The hardest opiates ever. These drugs that her husband told me she was on will ruin your life. You will be so addicted you can't get it. This is what happened to Whitney. This is what happened to Mac Miller, the rapper. I have been through this with several celebrities and public figures. This is why I went to the NDLE in February of 2022, that I want to be a volunteer and educate people in Nigeria, schools, communities, and workplaces. And this is what I did. I have been on the NDLE spaces consistently for 30 months. I only stopped like when, 3-4 months ago, but I still came in August to do a presentation on drugs and the environment. People, this stuff is really bad. The key of what I want to tell you on this video is what Prince Ned Nwoke said to me. Regina's sister and her friends introduced her to drugs. Just like we thought Bobby Brown introduced Whitney, it was actually her own brother that introduced her. He told Oprah that after she died. Her friends, Prince Nwoke told me that Regina became super content creator, and he went to the bathroom. I had no idea Regina was filming. Honestly, I thought that was AI, was filming her. And that's why he looked like, what? You see, Regina still has that little girl, young girl in her. When you're married, you can't do those things. What made Regina film Prince Ned about to use the toilets? Well, this is what drugs can do to you. Your thinking and mode of, realizing what's right and wrong becomes impaired. So the video is real. Now, the second thing I want to say is that Ned is blaming her friends. Ned said, oh, I felt bad for him. I was almost crying. Honestly, I was in a drugstore and a restaurant. I was in a restaurant ordering food, and I went to a drugstore next door where I am, and I was almost in tears. He said, I allow her to go out with her friends. They do glam night on Sundays. They go out, they party, blah, 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 glam night. And then they come out very late, and I tell her the children are sleeping. Like somebody came up to the house with Regina, and Ned said, Regina, make sure that girl is gone in an hour or she sleeps over, because everybody's already asleep. And literally 2 more girls joined them in the house, and they were partying still. In his words, I have done my best for Regina. I spend a lot of money on her, but she's now spending all that money on drugs, which her friends introduced her to. I'm very sad tonight, people. Share my video. I'm just very sad. I told Ned I will contact him back. He said he will release a statement tomorrow. This is a very sad time for me personally, because I love Regina to death. I love Regina. I love her husband, her family, all the children, all the wives. It's a great family. But inside every family, what we see outside is not what is going on inside. I was a very good example of that. The Olunloyo family, everything nice and rosy. Our father is a mathematician. He loves people. The press looked at him in one way. But inside the house, look at the atrocities that I had to speak about when my father died. I didn't attend his funeral. I went through a lot in my life. So we all have our stories. But in this one, Ned and Regina are battling a serious problem. Regina has a substance abuse impairment problem. She went on a rampage yesterday when her brothers posted on social media that they were going to attack Ned Nwoke. They wrote some inflammatory stuff that looked like threats that could even get them arrested on social media. This was what my son sent to me from New York, because my son met Regina's brothers while we were in Abuja. We spent 10 days there and they became friends. One of them is a music artist. So everybody knew everybody's Instagram. Well, so my son saw the post and sent it to me, and it looked very, very inflammatory and threatening. So they went to Regina's house, and brothers have a right to protect their sisters, you know. So when they got in there, the people fighting them with the security at the gate, they wouldn't let them in. They actually came to attack Ned, and Ned was in Warri. He was out of town. That's what he told me. So imagine that video is going out all over the place saying Ned and Regina were fighting, but he wasn't even there. And those were not thugs. I said, are they thugs? They said, you hired thugs. He said, they're not thugs. They're my security men. They follow me everywhere. They also follow Regina. So you can see something and another narrative is pulled. And I still feel that the Nigerian media should have called Ned. Okay, considering they post a lot about him, Regina, the love life, everything. But everybody's quiet. You see how it works in Nigeria? They'll keep quiet and let the bad, wrong narrative go out there. And that's where I'm different. I called Ned. I even said to my son, should I call Ned? Okay, and that's where I cut off the thing. The next thing my son said was, yeah, you should. And when I called him, we talked for like 30, 40 minutes, and we chatted a lot. And I just finished that chat. I'm giving you lifetime now. Okay, 9:43 in Nigeria, your time. So he continued to tell me that when he came home from Warri, that Regina slapped 2 of the nannies. She also slapped the driver. She went on a rampage. She broke windows. She broke the windscreen of the Ferrari. Oh, gosh. Ned sent me the video of the Ferrari. I didn't want to post it. Okay, but I will post it. I know you want to see it. Okay, it's not Nollywood. It's not a film. It's not a prank. It's really a disastrous thing. So she damaged the cars, a bunch of cars. I know they have a white Lamborghini as well, and a Bentley. But he showed me the Ferrari one. I have the video. It'll be at the end of this video. This is what drugs do to you. And he told me that she's been impaired on 4 different drugs and alcohol. That video I did of Regina vaping, I was a little scared. I didn't want that life for her. Ned said she allows Regina to hang out with her friends. She goes out to the club. He even said glam night. Every Sunday, glam night, Sunday night, glam night, they dress up, they make up. But Regina, you are a wife and mother now. Okay? This is what I've been saying about all the people who are married, young people who are married. I don't care if you're married to a 90-year-old man or your age mate. Once you guys are married, I'm 61, I've never been married. I've told you my own story. Once you're married and your husband's house, you can't hang out with your friends anymore. Okay, you have to respect your marriage. Okay, that's what I was saying about Priscilla and Yolu are going everywhere to see Priscilla and the baby and this one. Everybody should stay on their lane. Okay, if you look at Davido and Chioma, anytime Davido is going to the club and takes Chioma to the club, Chioma has a nanny watching her kids at home, but she's with Davido. You don't see Chioma with her friends clubbing together. Very rarely, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm praying for you, Gina, wherever you are. Call me. Regina, you can call me. I'm here to talk to you. Okay? I'm like your mom. Okay? You can call me anytime you want, even 3 in the morning, whatever the time it is where I am, you are. Just pick up the phone and call me. I want to talk to you. You need to get help. Oh, I'm just devastated. It's like you know, everybody introducing this young lady to drugs and stuff, and it's just like Whitney all over again, you know? My brother introduced her to drugs, Whitney. I feel really bad because it kind of, anytime any of my good friends or someone I know daily gets to be like this, it makes my work just go down the drain. I'm very sad. I'm praying for you, Regina. Don't forget, you can call me anytime you want. And also Ned. Okay, stay strong. Ned Nwoke has a lot of wives and a lot of children. And, I don't want to offend anybody. Regina is his favorite. And he told me that I have spent a lot of money on Regina. And I told her that if this drug issue doesn't go, I'm not going to spend any money. You need to, I don't know, I'm lost of words. Literally what Ned said was she has been in and out of rehab and she's relapsing. Bad company, friends, a sister, a brother, whatever the case is. If any of you guys are watching and you want to talk to me, call me. You all have my number. I met all of you in Abuja. Okay, the most important thing is to get Regina better and off these drugs. I'm very assertive about that. Okay, she has 2 small children to take care of. Okay, let's stop this wickedness. Drugs are a demon. They capture you and they trap you for a long time. Regina has children to raise. We need to do something. Thanks for listening. He said he will release a statement tomorrow on Monday.